70 years ago, 70 years, that's hard to believe. Sir Edmund Hillary, who with Sherpa Tenzing Norgay they were first to scale Mount Everest, keeping his spirit alive. His son and fellow adventurer, Peter Hillary, joins us this morning. Peter, good morning.
Good morning.
70 years that your father made history. Can you believe that?
I know the years have gone by, but it's incredible how the profile of the mountain, the climb by those two people, is still very much alive.
How were they able to do this in 1953? I think the British expeditions, they were like 8 or 9 of them before they finally accomplished this. I want to know, why did the British want to make this happen? And what was it about your dad that he wanted to do it and that he made it happen?
Well, you know, I think the thing is the British felt Mount Everest was their mountain, you know, and that they'd been trying and trying again. And then the Swiss came along and they had an attempt and they were hugely affronted. And when they finally got permission to go back to Mount Everest, they really meant business. And my father, as a young New Zealand mountaineer, you know, he was very ambitious and he wanted the summit.
You would have to be. Were you even born when he did that?
I wasn't born then. I came along a couple of years later.
Wow, isn't that something? What was it like growing up in that household? Because I can't imagine as a little kid, then a teenager, and you say anything to your dad and it's like, well, I climbed Mount Everest. And he throws that at, what was that experience like for you growing up?
Well, we just took it for granted as kids do. That's, you know, when you go to the airport, people would come up and ask for autographs from my father. But it was the most wonderful upbringing because he would take us into the mountains, skiing, climbing, camping. We had plenty of adventure as kids growing up.
An admiration of nature, like unlike most kids get.
That's important.
Yeah,
we've got to connect with nature.
I wanted to ask you, because you climbed Mount Everest now yourself. How was it that your dad did that and then you decided, I want to do that too? How did he instill that kind of passion and desire in you?
Well, look, you know, he felt I should go off and become an engineer and build bridges or something like that. But I kept looking back as a young guy at him going, you know, I want to do what you're doing.
Sure.
And I guess that's what I've done.
When did you first climb Everest?
Well, the first time I climbed Everest was in 1990 and then in 2002.
You did it twice.
I've done it twice. I've been on 5 Everest expeditions.
Wow. What is that like? Because you were telling me you're scaling walls of ice with the picks and it's all mental. It's unbelievable. What is that experience like when you get to the top? Because most humans on this planet will never attain that.
Well, look, it's an incredible sense of relief because then you can obviously go down again. But, you know, it is a mental game. Most things are. You know, you're on steep ice, you're hanging off picks. You've got to be in a mental space to deal with that sort of exposure and to thrive in that situation. You've got to do your apprenticeship.
Listen, I don't trust those little picks on the ice. So has there been a moment where you said, no, this isn't working out. This is it.
Yeah, there's definitely been situations like that. I was on one big mountain called Armada Blam, that one you see there. And we were hit by blocks of ice. I fell over 100 feet. And I'm dangling there with 3,000 feet of space under the soles of my crampon boots. And I have to say, it did occur to me, where's this going to end?
Oh my goodness gracious! I can't imagine. What's great about you've done philanthropy and adventure. You give back a lot. Tell the folks about what you do and what you've been doing.
Well, it started with my father. I mean, he developed close relationships with the Sherpa people around Mount Everest. And they asked him if he would build a school. So he built the first school up there, and the request kept coming, and I continue with that work now. So we support over 100 schools, hospitals.
That's excellent.
Conservation.
And you mentioned you're still in touch, in fact, with Sherpa Tenzing's family, which is an unbelievable connection that you'll have forever. You will be speaking tomorrow night. Let's get this information up for folks to know. Peter Hillary's 70 Years of Everest tomorrow. It's at 7:30 at the Conrad, the Baker Baum Concert Hall in La Jolla. Fascinating stories, just incredible. We thank you for coming on. I wish, listen, I climbed Potato Chip Rock here in San Diego, and that was something for me. So I can't imagine. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, we'll be back.